Hey everyone, it's Denise, and this is my video 2 revisiting the James Baldwin quote that we were initially assigned back in week 1. And he states, "Precisely at the point when you begin to develop a conscience, you must find yourself at war with your society." So going back to what I had initially stated in my video 1, I don't really think that my thoughts and perspectives has really changed all that much. But as I went along the various modules and the various readings that we had to do throughout the course, I found a lot of things that really strengthened those thoughts, that really supported my way of thinking. One of the theories that I found that was really fundamental and I think affects all of us, especially during this time, is the basic human needs theory. And before this course, I didn't really think anything other than food, water, shelter as being basic human needs. But this theory also supports the idea of identity and recognition being also part of the basic human needs, which is very different than what I had thought prior to this course. And I can definitely see that if you think that your identity is being dismissed or degraded in any way, that it can cause an array of conflict. And I also think that that goes kind of hand in hand of what Trevor Noah had stated in his video, saying that we're all part of a social contract. And within that social contract, we are all abiding by these rules, verbally or non-verbally, of what constitutes a society, right? So if any group or individual violates one's sense of identity or dismisses it or degrades it, then obviously that's going to create an array of conflict. But I think one big problem with that is that from a young age we were not taught how to constructively and really active listen to other people, like the book has stated. In Western cultures, we kind of grow into the habit of thinking of a response while the other person's talking. We're not actively listening, not really taking their perspective in, but we're just kind of impulsively like, wait, but what about this and what about that? And I think once we start learning how to really constructively and positively and actively listen to others and take a moment and really reflect, that could be a great way forward. That brings me to another point of not being properly educated in our own history. What other history is more important than your own? Our education system is so broken. The amount of information that I've learned from this course and from my own research for this final project has taught me 10 times more about Black history, about Indigenous history, about my history as a person living in this society. And I think that's one of the problems that Baldwin is ultimately trying to get these teachers to acknowledge, is that we need to teach the youth accurate history, American history. How else are we supposed to learn and grow from the past if we're not taught it? Also, when we stop thinking about me versus them, or having that mentality of, oh, it doesn't concern me, so I should probably just stay out of it. Like, no, this conflict involves all of us as a human society. So we should never dehumanize a person. So once we start making these realizations and start educating the youth, maybe we'll get somewhere, and not having history repeat itself over and over again. It's just, the more I had progress through this course and found out a lot of my own history, it just made me so mad. And I know it's probably not the intention of this course, but that's just my take on how I see things now. So